Welcome everyone to the 10th round of the season. We're here in Le Mans, but before I begin, I'd like to just remind all of you, please can you go subscribe to the channel, it'd really help, and like the videos, I know I've been forgetting of late, but it really helps, helps the channel and helps me, make better content. Anyways, going into the 10th Grand Prix of the season, the championship's looking really tight, 6 points separates first and second, 11 first and third. So, well, let's get into qualifying. My prediction for pole round here, I'm saying Max Verstappen. He's been so quick, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. So far, so good for Max. However, George Russell's looking quick, and Charles Leclerc. He's not had the best few, races of late. Falling down 2 positions in the last few races in the championship. But so far, Max Verstappen's got provisional pole so far. And it looks like he's just managed to pip the Ferrari to pole position. Will Lewis Hamilton get P2? No, I think he's just managed to get P3. However, surprise of qualifying, Jack Aitken. Jack Aitken qualifying P5. What a qualifying lap from him. It was only, 4 races ago, Alfa Romeo, who were qualifying 19th and 20th, and now, with the new manager in beast mode, P5, wow. That's really impressive. Destroying his teammate Yuri Vips, who got P15 actually. Anyways, let's get right into the Grand Prix. Looks like it's gonna be, it's a wet track here at Le Mans, but lights out and away we go. Hamilton and Russell using a lot of the Rs. Leclerc comes out of the first 2 corners first. Max Verstappen's had a really bad start, losing so many positions. But it's only the first lap out of 15. Russell and Leclerc battling for the lead. Lando Norris doing getting a really good start. I think he started P8. But it looks like Leclerc's forced Russell wide. Hamilton wants some, but gets forced wide himself. But lap 1 finished, and Max Verstappen's managed to claw back many of his positions. He's going down the inside of Charles Leclerc, gets the move done on Charles Leclerc, but runs slightly wide, as does Lewis Hamilton and Jack Aitken. Russell and Leclerc, though, battling for P1. Expect some pit stops, though, in the next, this lap or next lap, because the track is drying. Rain isn't expected yet. But I guess we'll have to wait and see, as Jack Aitken now overtaking Lewis Hamilton. Jack Aitken's he's on a storming drive. Yuri Vips P17, Jack Aitken P4. Now Charles Leclerc beginning to build a gap. A slight one still. Russell using some Rs but can't get past Max Verstappen. Verstappen goes slightly wide. Russell says thank you very much for that. I expect the drivers to be pitting now. The track is dry. What tyre compound will they be going on though? The softs or the hards? This is when the race really begins to get spicy. Leclerc's on the hards, Russell on the softs, Verstappen on the hards, Lewis on the softs, Aitken on the hards, Ricciardo on the hards. Norris on the hards. Stroll. No, Norris on the softs, sorry. Stroll on the hards. Giovinazzi soft and De Vries hards. That's the top 10 for you. Verstappen's going to go down the inside. Remember, the hards, they have less grip, but they can live much longer. Russell's going to try a move, and he manages to get it done. Goes slightly wide. Leclerc fends off Verstappen. He has the inside line though. Russell's going to try around the outside. Russell gets Leclerc and Verstappen gets Leclerc. Verstappen has the race lead though, for now. As things stand, I think Max Verstappen will be taking the championship lead. I think. I'm not sure. But Russell now is going to have to go. It'll be interesting to see which strategy really works out. Leclerc and Verstappen battling for P2 so far, and with those two battling, it's managed to bring Lewis Hamilton, back into the conversation. Jack Aitken, though, now he's managed to drop away from the front runners. Now battling with Daniel Ricciardo and Lando Norris. What a drive from Jack Aitken so far. What a weekend he's had so far. Oh, Leclerc going to try and pounce on the mistake from Russell. Russell's in, as is Lewis Hamilton. Leclerc stays out, as does Max Verstappen. Rain coming soon. Was it the right idea to stay on the hard tires? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Hamilton, though, he's pitted on the for the wets. Russell on the hards. Hamilton on the wets. Honestly, I think if you're Leclerc and Verstappen, they've managed to time it to perfection, in my opinion. Where's Lewis Hamilton? He's coming across the start-finish straight now. Will he manage to get the undercut done? He gets it done on Verstappen. He's much faster than Leclerc, but no, stays behind Charles Leclerc. Clever thinking from the guys at AlphaTauri. But the move, not working as effectively. Verstappen now on fresher wets. Poor George Russell. He came out on he pitted, and they sent him out on dry tires, so he had to make an extra pit stop, dare I say. As ended his chances of a race victory. Maybe even a podium. As we get from lap 9, Lewis Hamilton's going to try and make the move on Charles Leclerc, makes it. Goes slightly wide, both of them do. All three of them do. And after the first chicane, the first two corners, it's still the same order. However, Verstappen goes down the inside of Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton, he knows this is for the title, as does Max Verstappen. And don't rule out Charles Leclerc and George Russell out of the championship fight yet. Looks like the rain has passed. Track's still very damp. Very, very damp. Leclerc now is beginning to catch up to his teammate, Robert Schwartzman. Schwartzman, though, has had a horrible start to his Formula 1 career. His unlimited 2D racing career. It's really been tough for him. Getting used to the environment. He's just not managed to get, adapt. However, don't forget he's still a developing driver. This is his first season, and he has many more to come, as he lets his teammate Charles Leclerc through. He's going to try and make it hard for Max Verstappen. But no, Verstappen gets through with ease. This battle now is going to be an interesting one as Hamilton pits. Tyre life basically the same. Whether one of them will pit, I'm not sure. Hamilton's managed to pit onto the soft tyres. I think they'll manage to get him to the end of the race, as does Lando Norris. I think it's too early, but we'll see. Surely Leclerc and Verstappen will pit now for the dry tyres. Verstappen does, Leclerc stays out. So what? Look, Ferrari and Leclerc, they don't think that it's dry enough yet. Fernando Alonso is not going to make it easy for Leclerc. Leclerc's getting held up. This is not what he would have wanted on his in-lap. Verstappen's coming out of the pits now. There's Charles Leclerc. He's lost a lot of time from that. The track is dry and he's still on the wet tyres, Charles Leclerc. Okay, his tyres are going to be fresher than Max Verstappen's, but that's not, I think Ferrari have managed to make a strategy blunder here. They're in. Leclerc is in. Verstappen's going to easily take control of the lead. Leclerc may even lose P2 to George Russell. Lewis Hamilton might even, take P3. No, he's too far back. Leclerc has it all to do now. The strategy just didn't work out for him. Unless Verstappen's tyres are going to die. But honestly, I don't think that's what happened. The best Leclerc can do, I think, is P2. Russell's lost a little bit of time trying to lap Yuri Vips. Lewis Hamilton, though, struggled so much this weekend. Daniel Ricciardo's all over his gearbox. Is this when Lewis Hamilton loses the championship? Max Verstappen taking maximum points. Lewis Hamilton struggling just to stay within the top 5. Ooh. Russell, he's been forced out wide by Fernando Alonso, not making it easy for him. Leclerc, though, is going to have to make a move on this final lap. Never say never, especially in Unlimited Racing 2D. But if Leclerc's going to want to win, he's going to have to close that 3-second gap in one lap. And I don't see that happening. Ooh, it was the other Racing Point who went wide, Guan Yu Zhou, letting his teammate through. This is going to be a tense final lap. 1.6. Bottas is not going to make it easy. But now, Leclerc can see Max Verstappen. 1 lap to go. Verstappen is struggling. He's going to use all the earths he has. Leclerc wants this win. Verstappen's going to try force Leclerc wide, but Verstappen has no more grip. Leclerc, 2 corners to the end. Leclerc's taken the race lead, but it's not over yet. Yes, it is. Surely it is. Verstappen's quicker. It's a photo finish. It's a photo finish. I don't know who won that one. It's a photo finish. So close. We're going to need the timings, but I'm not sure. Ooh, it was so tight. It was so close. Here, it says Charles Leclerc took the win. And so he did. Charles Leclerc did take the win. 0.09 seconds to Max Verstappen. George Russell taking P3. Daniel Ricciardo taking P4. Jack Aitken beating Lewis Hamilton to P5. What a drive from Jack Aitken. Lance Stroll P7. He's really beginning to develop as the season goes on. Lando Norris P8. Pierre Gasly P9. With Mick Schumacher P10. Nick De Vries Hitting P11, Antonio Giovinazzi. P12, Valtteri Bottas, a tricky day for him. P13, Esteban Ocon. P14, Guan Yu Zhou. P15, with Nicholas Latifi. P16, Fernando Alonso. Tough weekend for him, especially as he's announced his retirement. P17, Yuki Tsunoda. P18, Yuri Vips. P19, and once again Robert Schwarzman taking no points. Drivers wise, it looks like this. Max Verstappen now leads the championship over Lewis Hamilton. The gap between those two, 3 points. Charles Leclerc, that win was, he needed that win. The gap between Leclerc and Verstappen, 6 points. George Russell, don't count him out. 8 points is what separates him and Verstappen. Lando Norris, I think, has managed to secure P5, 180 points. Daniel Ricciardo, P6, 148. Mick Schumacher and Antonio Giovinazzi in P7 and P8, with Alonso battling with Giovinazzi, Nick De Vries, Lance Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda, Pierre Gasly, and Valtteri Bottas. Really tight between those guys. Esteban Ocon, P15, slightly further back, with Nicholas Latifi. Jack Aitken, what a weekend from him. 5 points separates himself and Latifi. Robert Schwarzman, P18, Yuri Vips, P19, and Guan Yu Zhou, P20. Constructors wise, it looks like this. AlphaTauri now just need a few more points before they, it's secure. The Constructors Championship is secure. Renault, that was a big weekend for them, especially as, McLaren, they struggled. Renault have taken back P2. Racing Point, whether they can get P3 or P2 in the last few races, it's going to be tricky for them. As well as Ferrari. Red Bull, I think they've managed to secure P6, unless if Giovinazzi and Mick Schumacher and the Williams can have a really good race. Haas, P8, they've got that. P9, Mercedes, with 99 points behind them, Alfa Romeo. Thank you for joining me here for the French Grand Prix. Next one at Italy. 4 rounds to go of the championship. We'll see you there at Monza. Thank you and goodbye.